Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum against Impact Wrestling. This is from October 7th, 2021. We open talking about the... People are already asking me if I'm going to watch it. The KO Knockouts Knockdown Tournament. The winner will receive a Future Knockouts Championship match. Well, let me talk about it a little bit here. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it. It's Saturday night. Yeah, we'll see. Tasha Steelz, like her. Jamie Senegal, I like a lot. Got to see Jamie last on the July 4th No Peace Underground show. Renee Michelle, sure. Lady Frost, I saw a couple of times on like AEW Dark and thought she was great. Rachel Ellering, sure. Brandy Lauren, I've actually never seen Brandy Lauren wrestle. I've seen tons about her on social media. And then Mercedes Martinez, of course, who I think a great deal about and got to meet for the first time a couple of months ago. In any case, we go to our first match, which is Le Bullet Club against Finjuice and Chris Sabin in a six-man tag team match. So I'll say this. It was bookended by genius. Chris Bay and Chris Sabin starting things off. Things really looked good. It's a very Impact kind of match, and I think if you've been following them up long enough, you know what that means. So Hikuleo makes his presence felt. Phantasmo gets the low blow on Sabin as he goes for the cradle shock. And then Phantasmo connects with the finisher, the Art of Finesse, to pick up the victory. And a very good match, the kind of match that should start a show like Impact. Action, action, action. Next, Gail Kim informs Alicia Edwards she'll be competing in a Monsters Ball match at the Impact Knockouts Knockdown. Oh, that's right, they're having that four-way Monsters Ball match. Boy, they're really trying to make me watch that shit, aren't they? Sons of bitches. And the match will be a dedication to former TNA Knockout Daphne. Yeah, I'm watching this stuff, aren't I? Johnny Swinger starts packing up Swinger's Palace in anticipation for this Vegas thing. Got a flashback from Christopher Daniels against James Storm from TNA Genesis 2013. Chris Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, does a little promo. And he's talking about how Christian is going to have a first row seat to see what he's going to have to deal with at Bound for Glory, because he's going to take on Ace Austin with Fulton at ringside. Violent by Design destroys Heath Slater as Heath Slater tries to cut a promo, and Rhino is nowhere to be found. What's going on there? Our second match is Brandy Lauren. Oh, get to see her in action. Kimberly and Lady Frost against Tasha Steelz, Savannah Evans, and Mercedes Martinez in a six-woman tag team match. A good exhibition for just about everybody. Martinez looks particularly sharp here, which is really great to see. At the end of it, Martinez with the pump knee strike and goes for the cover, but she's not the legal competitor, so Steel rolls Lee over with a handful of tights and picks up the victory. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eaters. After the match, Alicia Edwards attacks Lauren and Lee with a kendo stick. But your winners are Tasha Steelz, Savannah Evans, who looked really good here, and Mercedes Martinez, who has clearly not lost a step. Tennille Dashwood does a little bit where Decay has redecorated the All About Me set. Comedy. And then we got Morrissey, of course, and Moose have entered the Call Your Shot gauntlet and plan to duke it out. So a lot of good work setting up stuff in the future on this Impact. They had sort of gotten away from that, which is insane. But they are definitely getting back to, yes, we're doing a show. Yes, we're going to have some good Impact style matches. But we're also going to set stuff up in the future, not just use the first half of the show to promote the second half of the show, which I despise. And frankly, they don't get enough time and TV show to do that kind of thing. Macklin against Petey Williams against Black Taurus in an X Division title qualifying match. Long and short of it, Steve Macklin. The push continues. So Macklin gets a spear in the corner, and then he negates the Canadian Destroyer. Taurus spears him, and Williams connects with the Canadian Destroyer, but Macklin grabs Williams after that and pins him with the Mayhem for All. We talked to Christian Cage, looking good, and but Christopher Daniels is back in Impact to right the wrong of having never won the Impact World Championship. Aha. Fourth match, Rich Swann and Willie Mack, who have been going on their winning ways, against Zicky Dice and Manny Lemons with the Learning Tree. This match ends as you think it should, but Dice looks good here in particular, I think. And Lemons does his thing, and he's funny, but Dice really does a good job wrestling in this. But it is about Rich Swann and Willie Mack winning, and then they most certainly do. But the other members of the Learning Tree viciously attack Swann and Mack. So Scott D'Amore has instituted a no-contact clause between Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo from now until Bound for Glory. So they're going to pick each other's poison, starting with Deonna facing an opponent of Mickie's choosing at Knockouts Knockdown. Makes sense to me. So here's the Knockdown Knockouts match card. We got the Decay, the tag champions, against the Influence with Caleb Conley for the Impact Knockouts tag champion. The Knockouts Knockdown tournament, Jordan Grace versus Savannah Evans versus Kimberly versus Alicia Edwards Monsters Ball match. Dedicated to Daphne. God, I am going to watch this shit, aren't I? Deonna Purrazzo in a Pick Your Poison match. Yeah. And for Bound for Glory, see what I'm saying about them, like, building stuff up? It's really great. We're going to have Christian Cage against Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. Deonna Purrazzo versus Mickie James for the Impact Knockouts Championship. The Call Your Shot Gauntlet with Rich Swann, Brian Myers, Moose, and William Morrissey. That's pretty great. And we're going to also have Trey Miguel, Steve Macklin, and to be determined in a triple threat match for the vacated Impact X Division Championship. And then John Skyler versus Crazy Steve versus 4 others in a to-be-determined 6-way match for the inaugural Impact Digital Media Championship. God, I hate that name. Now we get our match, Christian Cage and Josh Alexander against Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. And it's great. Of course it's great. Cage at the end tags himself in. Alexander hits the roll-through German suplex, but Cage hits that kill switch to get the victory. So Cage, as promised, finds a way to get himself in there. And they have a moment where they stare.